up, guys? Angela Show here from My New Philly, and we are at 2300 Arena for the Sunny the Host show. And tonight is going to be an epic night of singers, dancers, comedians, and so much more. And I don't know about you guys, but it's about to start, and I need to hurry up and get my seat, so let's go. With Sunny the Host, the man of the hour.
Hey, oh man, I'm just trying to be, that's it.
So tell us about tonight's show and what it's all about.
Tonight, man, it's a variety show full of great entertainers from all different forms of entertainment, dancing, singing, acting, poetry, stand-up comedy, you name it. And it's a great time. It's saluting, paying homage to the variety shows of the past, like the Flip Wilson Show, Carol Burnett Show, In Living Color, Marty Python, all those amazing shows.
And what inspired you to put on this production? Because this was pretty big.
Oh man, well listen, it's a one if you're gonna do it, you might as well do it to the max. You know what I mean? But no, it's because I'm a product of those variety shows. That's one, and two, we have a program that's starting. So I decided to put them together, and the program is Better Step for the Future, and where we take high school kids and we're going to teach them every aspect of putting that show together. And with those two things in mind, man, I come past so many different artists and performers and entertainers. I was like, let's mix this, let's do it. We did it last year, it was awesome. We're gonna do bigger and better this year and the year after.
I love it. And what's new for you? What can we find out next about you?
Oh man, just go to sunnythehost.com or the Sunny the Host Show, and you can find out all the information. Next year we got a nice little hip hop and R&B karaoke that's gonna happen in Coda. You know what I mean? We got some things in the works, but right now we're gonna definitely focus on the Better Step of the Future program for all the high school kids.
Nice. Let me get my vocals ready for this R&B show. That was such an incredible show. I had so much fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And make sure you check out MyNEWPhilly.com for so much more, where something is always new, but everything is always Philly.
Hey guys, welcome to Philly Close Up. When stars come to Philly, we get you close up. And today we are here with Ray Fisher, and we are talking all things Justice League. Hi, Ray.
Hello, hello. How you doing, Charisma?
I'm doing well. This is like super exciting. Super exciting. We've been waiting for this movie forever.
Me too. I've been a fan of all this since I was a kid. Growing up, jumping off the porch, pretending like I was Batman, Superman, the whole crew,
What'd
with
you
a tie
use for
tied
the
around my
tape?
neck.
I was gonna say, what was the
towel,
tape? Okay.
towel, or a dirty bed sheet.
Whichever one works.
Whichever one I could get my hands on. So I mean, to be able to stand up here and look at this and see my face, or at least 3/4 of my face, up here with these Titans is, I mean, it's an amazing feeling. And to be back here in my theater that I grew up in, watching all these movies and things, like it's an amazing feeling.
I can imagine. So when did the Borg life journey begin for you? How did this whole process start?
Well, back in 2013, I played Muhammad Ali in a boxing play in New York at the New York Theater Workshop. And from there, I got an agent and manager and took my trip out to LA, where I started meeting with the casting folks, and I actually met up with some of the folks from Warner Brothers in DC.
Nice.
And they said, well, listen, we have something that may be right for you. We can't tell you what it is just yet, but it's in the Batman, Superman realm of things. And that's when I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't care what it is.
Did you keep your composure at that point?
At that point, yeah, because
Okay.
everything is just talk until it's not.
Until it's not.
So I kept my composure up until the point where I get the call from our director, Zack Snyder, and he says, Ray. And I go, Zach. He goes, looks like we're going to be making a movie. And that's when I freak out and geek out big time. I told him, I was like, listen, you don't understand what this means. I watch Batman Returns every Christmas. Like, this is the stuff I loved as a kid. I'm not gonna let you down, don't worry. Thank you for believing in me.
That's
and so,
amazing.
yeah, it was an amazing feeling. You know, it's like my childhood dreams, or my childhood, the people that I looked up to as a kid, and my adult aspirations, like, coming together.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's
It
no
was
better
kismet.
feeling.
It had to happen.
Listen, I'm starting to feel that.
Yeah,
I'm starting to feel that.
for sure. How much did you know about Cyborg before you walked into this role?
I knew Cyborg from the Teen Titans cartoon show in the early 2000s. That was
Yeah.
my first interaction with him. But once Zach had brought the role up to me, that's when I started doing my research in the comic book version of him, which is a much different Cyborg,
Yes,
and
it is.
and one that I find I'm a little bit more able to connect to, because of, he's a very grounded and deep character.
Yeah,
and
he
for
is.
for an actor, that's some of the dream stuff to play.
Yeah.
But I've read just about everything from the new Teen Titans when he was created back in 1980, all the way up through when Cyborg is introduced as a founding member of the Justice League in the New
Wow.
52.
Wow.
So you get to pick bits and pieces of the character and and accentuate those as needed to help with the story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the other cool thing about playing Cyborg is that you have the fun of being a dual character, because it's the Victor Stone part and then it's the Cyborg part. So we get a little bit of backstory before you become superhero.
Yeah, well, the beautiful thing about it, and this is the thing that separates Cyborg from the other members of the crew, is that he's the only member that can't take his costume off.
Yeah.
He's Cyborg 24/7. So that ends up creating a lot of issues for him psychologically and mentally, because he can't go live a normal life. He can't do the same thing that these other folks can. He can't go retire one day. He is who he is. Yeah. And back when he was created in the 1980s, they were talking about some very politically and socially charged things in DC Comics.
Yes, they were.
So, it was all a sort of metaphor for not only his experience as being half man, half machine, but him also being a black man.
Yeah.
And, they went very deep back then, So it was a pleasure to sort of dig through a lot of that and figure out what it means for him to be human.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And speaking of that, you being a black character, we're kind of on this path where we're seeing more representation and more diversity out there. And Cyborg works on multiple levels.
Yeah.
As a black character and also as someone who has cybernetics and things like that.
Absolutely. And he works as a character who is also differently abled.
Yes.
In that he's an amputee, and so that when you have a character who represents so many underserved groups, particularly with cinema, you want to make sure that you're doing the character justice. You want to make sure that it's not something that's coming off as stereotypical and something that's coming off as offensive or insensitive. And luckily with Zack Snyder, our director, and Chris Terrio, our writer, they were so specific and so conscious of those things going into it, because these characters need to be reflective of the world in which we live. I feel like they need to be as complicated as the people that live in this world.
Yeah.
It's real life,
Yeah.
and we know it's complicated. It's not just as easy as punch the bad guy until the bad guy goes away. That doesn't happen in real life,
No,
right?
it
So
doesn't.
we kind of our superheroes have to evolve in the same way that our world is evolving. Otherwise, they become irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
How cool was it working with Superman, Batman, The Flash, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. I mean, like, that's...
It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. But I will say, like, once you spend enough time where everybody's just hanging out, sitting around in their costumes, it starts to wear off. The allure starts to wear off after a while. When you see Batman and he's just in half costume, he's sitting in the Batmobile and he's got no bat pants on. He's wearing basketball shorts underneath.
No bat pants.
Exactly. Like it's like little things like that that are really, really funny, but also just ground the character in a way, and you realize you're just having fun. I get to be an adult playing a superhero.
Yeah,
I get to be that same little kid that I was at 8 years old. So, but my fellow actors, just in general, they were some of the kindest people that I could have been blessed to step on set with. And a lot of that trickles down from our director, Zack Snyder. The way that he and his wife Debbie run their sets, you just feel like. You just feel like it's a fluid conversation. You feel part of a collaborative process. You feel like, for me, I felt like there was no question that was too dumb, and there was no. This is my first go at a superhero film, right, or a film in general, particularly of this magnitude.
No big deal.
So the idea that. I can walk onto the scene and I feel like people are treating me with the same level of respect as these other actors who have been in the game for so long. I mean, it was just a testament to how they run their sets and the way they make you feel like family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I need you to do something for me before we leave.
Okay, go ahead. It depends on what we're talking about here. Go ahead.
Well,
almost knocked over the Justice League.
Don't
Hold on,
knock
wait, no! I'm losing them. No, I think we're good.
I think they're
okay.
good.
Well, they're on the Justice League's on the Justice Lean right now. Don't worry.
Lean with it, rock with it. Sometimes you gotta go with the flow.
Just stay right there. All right.
Well, I need you to show me the Borg life symbol because I was trying to figure it out and I felt really silly.
That's okay. You know what? Each one to each one. There we go.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to take your right hand.
Okay, right hand.
And you want to make sure that everything's A-okay, like this right here. You want to make sure that your fingers are adjacent, otherwise you don't want crooked B's.
No
there you
crooked
go.
B's.
All right. Then you take your left hand, you face your palm towards you. And you put these 3 fingers down, and you just tap one on top of the other.
What?
And you are there. And you look through your cybernetic eye, you say, Borg life.
Borg life? Well, thank you so much for taking the time
to
join us.
Thank you.
I cannot wait to see this movie, and you guys need to see this movie. It's in theaters nationwide.
At least 4 times.
17th. Yes, at least 4 times. Well, that's all the time we have on My New Philly, where something is always new.
And everything's always Philly.
Borg life.
Borg life.
What up, everybody? We're here once again on the Style Standard, where we cover all the major events that happen on TV and the good moments and oftentimes worst moments fashionably on the red carpet. I'm your boy, The Billion Brand, the producer of Model Citizen.
My name is Rainier Lewis, the host of The Fitting Room, and I'm the replacement chick, Natasha, and host of Mirror Mirror.
So listen, talking about tonight, the AMAs, the American Music Awards, they were really just overall very underwhelming.
Boring.
But we were able to find some little gems in the midst of the dirt or whatever was there that they tried to do tonight. Let's talk about those gems. What was the best dressed female for you?
My girl, Kelly Rowland. I thought she looked incredible. Love the gown, love the embroidery in the center of the gown. She's sexy, she's just everything.
But I think her overall look, everything about her, the hair, the makeup, just her personality. Your best dressed female?
My best dressed female is Jenna Dewan Tatum. I just love her middle name, Dewan. She was giving me a very plunging neckline on a silvery, sparkly thing. Yes. Boobies look great. I love a good body in a dress. So she can.
I do too. We got something in common.
Would you look at that?
So let's talk about the best dressed male. And I'm going to go to her first because we're going to get to this one.
About best dressed male? I'm going to go with best dressed males. Boy group, BTS. They are all giving me T-Boz from the Creep video. They all had the little haircut. Yeah. But they were all different colors. So that's why I really liked it. But they all brought it back to the same uniform black outfit. So I love their energy. They're a new boy brand, and I just love
K-pop.
K-pop.
So Razieh, your best dressed.
So my best dressed male is Nick Jonas. Did y'all see him?
We all saw him. He had like an H&M like biker jacket.
The shades.
Before he got to the show.
He made it look like Gucci.
He could have had a white t-shirt on. Razieh would have just said he was amazing. Like he is a trendsetter.
It's not his fault. He's fine. Like, thanks.
Anyway, let's get some more important things, such as let's talk about Miss Tracy.
Yes.
Miss Tracy. Yes.
Yes.
the Stella McCartney's red sequence number with the back out.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. It was like classy but sexy.
But sexy.
Let's talk about the most creative of the night.
Ooh.
Oh,
Caleb.
Caleb from Stranger Things.
He was.
Yeah, he wore for the flame and he looked great. I loved him. He was like walking art.
Yes, yeah.
And I appreciate art.
From head to toe, down to the socks.
And I think it was a little much.
literally.
But in the creative realm, I think it worked.
And I think it was teen friendly.
It was.
very
It was.
teen-friendly.
We'll get that to him just because he's a teen.
Yes.
Now let's talk about the overall worst dressed male of the night. They don't have to answer this. I'm going to answer for you. Nick Cannon, my brother. I don't know what you were thinking, but this Cleo turban with these, glasses,
Yeah,
these
the
beads.
star-studded glasses.
This biker
And
jacket
I
with the
root for him.
kindergarten project on it, like he tried to do some graffiti on it. It was too much.
It was
too much.
very Bootsy Collins. I don't know what was going on.
Yes.
He hasn't found a hair store he didn't like because those turbans just keep on coming out.
He
Yeah,
got
I don't know
colors
what
I
he's
never
doing.
saw before though. He like.
Well, yeah, I
doing his
guess.
thing.
Okay, you want to find the positive in all this. Who was the worst dressed female? Because she had a very strong opinion about this woman.
Oh, Julia Michaels.
Oh.
She looked like a walking pinata. Like I was just waiting for the candy to fall out. Like it was just bad. I don't know why she picked that. Like it just doesn't flatter any body type.
Right, I mean, I looked at it as a knockoff or bootleg version with Rihanna trying to do with the pink.
That's
dress.
just a bad choice. Like it just you can't put that on Rihanna.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Very disrespectful
Yeah, like
comparison.
that's
Very-
I'm just saying, it wasn't good. But let's talk about our honorable mentions for the night.
Honorable mention.
That E-host. with
That
the red-
E-host with the red.
Yes,
Oh
and
my
the
God,
deep
she was
blonde hair.
gorgeous.
Yes, it did work.
And her abs were
Popping,
popping.
gorgeous body again.
They were.
Hello.
They were. Overall, another one that we talked about honorable mention was Diana Ross.
Yes.
And
She had the drama going.
At her trial,
Yes.
she had all
Uh-huh,
16
Lord.
kids with her,
Right.
and she was just gorgeous, just stunning.
She just
family.
doesn't age.
Right.
She's beautiful.
Right, so listen, you've heard it here tonight. In spite of the underwhelming nature of what we saw tonight on the red carpet, we tried to find the silver, gray lining,
Yes.
whatever you call it, in the clouds
We
somewhere
did, we
to
did.
make it work. So listen, make sure you continue to follow us on the Style Standard where we give our truthful, honest, and blunt opinions of these red carpet fashions. I'm your boy, The Billion Brand, where we are here on the Style Standard. Make sure you follow on MyNEWPhilly.com where something is always Philly.
Something is always new, and everything is always Philly.
What does Vince Papale mean to the city of Philadelphia? I'm going to tell you this. He bleeds Philadelphia. He's the heart and soul. He's what every man, woman, child in the city of Philadelphia represents. He's blue collar. He's hardworking. He's devoted, and that's what he means, and represents the city extremely well.
Good evening, Dick Vermeil here. I'm here tonight honoring Pastor Luss and Vince Papale for great reasons. Number one, Herb Luss. I'm not honoring him because I got the opportunity to coach him or had the opportunity. I'm honoring him because of what he's done at North Broad. Vince, he's a symbol of everything I believe in. I had got to coach him, give him the opportunity to play, and so it's great to be here where I can honor two people that are very meaningful in my life.
Reverend Dr. Herbert H. Luss is the spirit of People for People. Over the past 28 years, his tireless efforts by leading by example have been the fuel, the bloodline for the organization. Every day, this guy gets up and goes at it. He is the example, the model. He is the, the framework, the blueprint for how we do what we do today. We're extremely excited to have this man still amongst us doing what he does at the speed that he does it.
I've been asked why honor Vince Papale. Most people don't know, but that man has brought more people to Philadelphia than you can count. After that movie, Invincible, people have traveled to Philadelphia from all over the world. This event to me means everything to the people that I serve. It's really not about me. It's more about all the people that I serve in the Philadelphia area. It's good for the community, it's good for the city, and we hope that we have many, many more successful nights like this.
It's a joy to come here tonight, spend this time give some money for a great cause. And I would ask you to go to peopleforpeople.org and take a look at all the wonderful programs and see how you might be able to get involved in our wonderful work. So thank you for this time.
I have to say it feels honored to be honored, actually, and even great to be honored, especially by the Reverend Herb Lusk, who married Janet and I 24 years ago, almost 25 coming up next summer. And when I'm honored, Janet is honored. And let me tell you, what People for People is all about, and getting to know everything that's going on and all the great things that Reverend Lusk and his Invincible team has done is, as we've seen when we went to his offices and People for People, it's all about change. And it's all about this thing called the dream, and everybody, Janet, asks us about, what's Invincible about? Well, Invincible is about the dream.
We met Herb when he married us 24 years ago, and it was all about giving. And he said, go forth and multiply, and we have. And look at today, we have all these wonderful people being part of People for People, which is all about giving and having people realize their full potential and having them live their dream. So thank you, and we feel very honored. And remember, givers get.
Diabetes impacts our lives each day, and while we work for the day that diabetes is no more, it's really a terrific thing that we have this opportunity to come together as a community to support one another.
I'm Kevin Kelly. I'm the Executive Director for the American Diabetes Association. We have this event today, our Step Out Walk to Stop Diabetes, raising critical funds to improve the lives of all those affected by diabetes and hopefully one day to prevent and cure diabetes. We're happy to have more than 1,500 people present today for our walk, more than 100 runners as well. And this day is really important to us to raise those funds that are critical to support our mission to prevent and cure diabetes and to improve the lives of all those affected by this disease.
Ready, set, go, Red Strider! Oh, let's get those hands waving in the air. Let's hear you make some noise. We kick off our 2017 Step Out Walk for Diabetes for the American Diabetes Association.
I'm honored to be here today during America's Diabetes Month alongside all of you to really renew our commitment to addressing diabetes in our communities. More than 30 million Americans are living with diabetes today, and there's another 84 million who have pre-diabetes.
Conrad Kelly here with Merck at Diabetes franchise, here to support the American Diabetes Association Step Out Walk. Today we're really here to raise awareness about diabetes, especially with the America's Diabetes Challenge, which is a program that was jointly developed by Merck and the ADA to help raise awareness of people knowing their A1C number and speaking with their physicians about how to set and reach their goals. The proceeds really benefit research, education, and advocacy, and really raising awareness around diabetes and helping people accomplish their health goals.
I'm Vincent. I'm with River Wards Produce. We're out here giving away apples and bananas to all the racers and walkers for Step Out to fight against diabetes.
At this point, I'd like to welcome our 2017 Youth Ambassador, Kitty Bender.
Today, each and every one of you are making a difference in the lives of kids like me. Thank you.
I'm Kitty Bender. I'm 14, and I'm living with type 1 diabetes. I'm here with my family to fundraise, to do research, to help find cures for diabetes, because there's so many people that are living with diabetes that are suffering.
Let's do this.
giving. Eatable Delights gives back to the Philadelphia community every single year. I'm Tay. We're here at Ridge on the Rise 7th annual tree lighting ceremony. Let's check it out. Are you excited to be here tonight?
Yes.
Are you? Wait, how excited are you?
I'm so excited my hair can explode, but I'm not in the cartoon.
All right, I'm here with Miss Stacy Thomas, owner of the Philadelphia Wedding Chapel. How was tonight for you?
Tonight is amazing. This is my first time celebrating this amazing event, so it's really great for the community. I'm happy to be here and help and volunteer. My son's volunteering with the coats. It's just really great to give back to the community.
Well, this day is very big because it's very important that we give back to the people from North Philadelphia. I'm a business owner here at 2338 Ridge Avenue, and I want to do my part in the community by supporting this community. I'm the proprietor and artist, the Eatable Delights Catering, but I'm also the founder of the Ridge on the Rise Holiday Lighting Ceremony. It's a celebration for all people. We've got so much going on this evening, and I'm just excited to be here, to be a part. We've got Reverend H. Russ. We've got some wonderful sponsors this year. We've got Sweet Home Healthcare. We've got Merck. I'm really, really excited to be a part of this celebration, and I just want to say thank you to My New Philly for coming out and supporting this effort.
So we're here with QDZ. How are you enjoying this?
Amazing. This is always good. This is my second year in a row hosting. I always love coming. Well, I'm always around here, but it's always good to come back. This is pour back into the community.
So why weren't you up there wobbling just now?
I don't know how to wobble. I saw you were killing. I was like,
Okay, wait. All right, they trying to teach me how to wobble, but y'all need to come out here because it's amazing right now. Like, wait, how you do the spin again? All right, well, thank you guys for joining us here tonight with My New Philly, where something's always new and everything is always Philly.
Is here in Philadelphia. Their show Verikai is happening at the Leocora Center until Sunday, November 26th. I'm super excited. I can't wait to see what's going on, but I want to talk to you, Max. What does Verikai mean?
Verikai comes from a Romanian gypsy language and it means wherever. This way we can be anywhere.
So now, is it a Romanian based show, or how does this work?
On Verikai, you're gonna see a mix of lots of different nationalities. The cast itself, we have people from more than 13 different nationalities. You're gonna see people from Brazil, from US, Canada, France, Russia, people from basically everywhere in the world performing this show.
What would you say is the wow factor of the whole entire show? That's something that I can really look forward to.
Those guys that are right behind us right now, they're jumping from everywhere. They're jumping from swing to swing, and it's a very traditional circus act, but here in Verikai is different because we have the swing, we have a huge platform in the middle, and those huge fabric behind the babettes, and they're gonna be flying from swing to swing to the babette, and from swing on them. So you're gonna see those guys flying everywhere. You have 15 artists on stage right now, and this is one of the best acts that we have in the show. And it's funny because we have a traffic of artists during the show as well. That's why we have lots of dollies here. There will be a moment that you're gonna see 5 of the acrobats disappearing from the stage, and when you come here and see, they're all in costumes running out, coming out of the stage on those dollies.
I'm a VG Sky Watcher, a guy who controls the sky, who try to help Icarus to make to found the love in this island, blah blah blah. I'm a funny guy.
So you're like the comedian in the show.
Yeah, right.
You make us laugh.
Oh, you will see. It's me.
Oh my God, we're so excited. What?
In future, actually, it's my grandpa, but it's my character. It's not me, but it's my character. Yeah, my body.
You know, he kind of looks like a Russian Grinch a little bit. You know the Grinch? How the Grinch, like a Russian Grinch.
It says it and looks like Ice Ventura, Grinch, and all what's the
I want to get in there. I want to check it out. That's all the time we have here on MyNEWPhilly.com, where something's always new and everything is always Philly.